A Detroit mother defends her son. She says he isn't the person responsible for a violent murder. Topping our news today at 5:30, her son is charged with the murder of a mother in cold blood, but his mother says he didn't do it.
That's right. Right now, her son, Ralph Marshall, is behind bars, charged with the murder of Erica Garner and carjacking in an unrelated case. Jason Colthorpe joining us now. And Jason, you spoke with his family today. What are they saying?
I did, Karen. Basically, the gist is they believe police have to have the wrong guy here. They say, the mother of Marshall tells me, both he and the second suspect who was arrested today, Rayvon Smith, are kids that just simply wouldn't have done this. And they're pointing the finger in someone else's direction.
I'm sorry about the lady that lost her life. I don't think my son done this. Our son is not like this. It's something isn't right.
The mother of Ralph Marshall, who didn't want us to show her face, explaining why she thinks her son and his friend Rayvon Smith have been wrongly arrested.
My son is not a violent person at all. My son never been in jail, ever. He doesn't have a juvenile record.
And she says the fact that he was at the scene of the crime was just coincidence.
That's the same bus stop that he take every day coming home from school.
Marshall's family and friends believe there is a third acquaintance police should be looking at. A friend from school, a boy who was on probation for having a gun.
He's like my son. He would not do this.
No, he wouldn't.
Who knows what he's going through? Who knows what they're going through?
Right.
They got the wrong person, I'm telling you. He did not do this. The guy he was with, they need to investigate.
Detroit police tell me they are confident they have the two people involved in Garner's murder and are not looking for anyone else.
He's a playful kid. He's just big. He looks intimidating, but he's not. He's a pussycat.
He's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but that doesn't happen nowadays.
And this was a carjacking also when Garner was killed, according to Detroit police. And you mentioned an unrelated carjacking last Saturday on Edmore. Well, police say they believe Smith and Marshall did that as well. His family says he couldn't have done that. He was home all day with except for when Smith and Marshall both went to pick up his girlfriend. But other than that, they say they were home all day. Reporting downtown tonight live, Jason Colthorpe, Local 4.
Now, Jason, I know we reported that Marshall ran from the police. So what does his family have to say about that?
They didn't know about that. When I said that, why would he have run if, he's innocent? And their simple explanation was he's a kid. He was scared of the police. That's why he ran, Karen.
All right, Jason Colthorpe reporting live.